Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So we are on day 25 and it is another anime day. So what have I got for you? And if you couldn't tell, you see there's a gap there. It's Dragon Ball. Or specifically, I'm going with Dragon Ball Z. So this basically is, let's take Goku doing his spirit bomb off there. So this is everything I can own. I don't own everything I own bits and pieces, but I have all watched it online when I was a lot younger. So Dragon Ball started off as Dragon Ball, as I said, then it went to Dragon Ball Z, which we have here, and then Dragon Ball GT, which wasn't very highly regarded, and then since then we've had obviously Dragon Ball Super and a lot of movies. I have several of the movies there, but most of them I say have been really, really good. And some I've not really watched. So let's just put that in there. I'm not going to go through all of them because it'd take for ages. But yeah, so when I was a kid, when I was a young teenager, Dragon Ball was all the rage on what was Cartoon Network. So this is the main character. He is essentially the saviour of Earth. He is what is called a Saiyan, which is basically a kind of a monkey human from a planet that has been destroyed. He got jettisoned off and lands onto Earth. So you kind of go around a Superman vibe here. That obviously, his planet's died, or he doesn't realise his planet's died, but he gets jettisoned off. And then basically he can get powerful. Now, obviously, there are a lot of mystical elements with this. There are a lot of other beings. There are like androids that they fight. There are like kind of biological weapons that they fight. They have gods that they fight. He is what is called a Saiyan, and he can become a Super Saiyan and different types of that. And basically the premise is around of him trying to save the Earth, and him and his family that you get to meet, and his friends, they kind of being the defenders of the Earth. And why it's called Dragon Ball is the simple premise that you have this dragon called Shenron. He is comprised of 7 Dragon Balls. If you put them together on command, you can make a wish. Now, if it is on Earth, you get one wish, so you can bring people back from the dead or something. And this is how kind of the story goes. Of you can have heroes fight, they can win, but end up dying. Then the team go off and scour the world for the Dragon Balls, bring them back, and then they bring back the superhero or the hero of the series. It's being Goku. Obviously, he has multiple kids and other stuff that fight with it. There are future elements that come into it. You also have other Saiyans have survived, like Broly, Vegeta, and even Raditz, who's in the very first one, who is Goku's brother. And yeah, it is like a really good action series. Now, pre-warning, they like to, like anime and not like anime now, they like to stretch the fights out. Like you can have a fair few hours where 2 people are just constantly fighting and it like they level up as they go along. Like in kind of the recent future of like Super and that, they condense it down so it isn't as long. But the original Dragon Ball Z, which is kind of where this video is, but it's probably everything Dragon Ball. But yeah, Dragon Ball I wasn't really a big fan of it. It's Goku as a child and him coming to Earth and learning the stuff like that. Dragon Ball Z is kind of there are people out there in space, they are threatening you, and this is where the big battles get on. And yeah, so it was so landmark when I was a child. Like me and my friends all loved it. We kind of all chose a character to represent. Mine was Piccolo, which I don't have. He's the green guy up there, obviously, because you have Vegeta on the end, which I'm sure you would have seen the memes of. He has a little scouter and basically it reads power readings and it's over 9,000. I'm sure you Google it, you'll find it all over the earth there. So yeah, Dragon Ball Z, obviously if you want to watch it, there is a lot to get through. I'm sure you can probably watch it on Crunchyroll and stuff like that, or even just pick up some of the movies. The movies are quite fun here and everywhere. There have been quite a few recent ones. Let's get, so you obviously have Battle of the Gods, which is kind of the newish one that you get to see the guys. And then you have obviously Resurrection F, which is Frieza, which is one of the bad guys. He's the alien. It's a bit hard to see from that cover. Apologies. And then obviously the recent one I did was Broly, which is he's another Saiyan. But definitely good recommend. As I say, don't expect it to be a 26 episode one. You are looking at probably a fair few hundred episodes. Well, I say I've got up to season 7, it goes up to season 9, so about 300 episodes for Dragon Ball Z. But Anyway, that has been day 25 of anime. Hope you're all enjoying it. I say we are reaching the end. Still a few good ones to go, but I've been Cypher Sigma. Please like, comment, subscribe to the video if you wish to, and I shall see you in the next one.